to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington State's offense will start this game off with the football. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on...
There he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Reads it, fires complete.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Throwing right. A strike downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The inside handoff. This time, he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Hauls it in. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. So Mississippi State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their...
Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down. They came out hot on this drive, one play and already near midfield. The run from the shotgun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Taylor wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll lead the offense out there on 4th down. On the option. The pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Quarterback on the keeper. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks and first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for space. It's moved.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. The quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Going up top, and they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets a block. Oh, what a cut! Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Meredith. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Off play action. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Hands it off. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Looking for space to the left. Trying to get behind the defense. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Taylor wants to throw. Quarterback moving. Finds a little space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Thompson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs.
You know, you go for it on 4th and inches in this fringe area of the field in your opponent's territory. I'd be curious to see if on the next play now, they're going to try and take a shot and see if they can catch the defense sleeping.
Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Bulldogs! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Meredith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. He's going to let it go. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
And the Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snag in the middle. It's Ellison. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the ground with the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Ellison. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Taylor wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pulls it in, it's Williams. the 40. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Mississippi State right back to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Steps away to find some room. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Leaves it with the back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over 1st and 10. Going right to work up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellison. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
Washington State ready to boot it away to start the 3rd quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Taylor wants to throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Picks up the first down. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Booth. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. They finally get to him. The what a play there to pick up the first down. Wazoo eager to pay off this red zone trip. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes it on the shovel. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Reese. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll do it himself. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Went to the running game on first down, now 2nd down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Fights off the defender. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. Trying to get it to the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quick step and go. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Powers forward. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Slams it ahead. He cannot get it in. A mere inch inches away from pay dirt.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Cougars are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create... I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
These offenses, sometimes when they get pressed and they know they got to go fast and they got to put points on the boards, sometimes they get a little bit reckless, and they do right here. They give up the safety. Now down multiple possessions and kicking off. The chances of them winning just went way downhill.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. From the gun, the ground game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down there?
Turning it on! And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Unloads it downfield. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Got a little space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Ellison. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes a grab past the marker. Oh, he dropped it. And the offense will recover, but it's not going to make any difference as they're short of the first down marker. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Washington State going back to work on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Ellison. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw it.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ellison. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Now improvising. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And he added the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. Got him downfield. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Gets the first himself. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Runs through a tackle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Line gets set, first down. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. On the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.